What would you do if the person you were marrying was consistently made uncomfortable by a family member, and your own family refused to acknowledge the issue? In today's story, our protagonist's choice is a masterclass in how to handle it. The Wedding Day Dilemma. My name is Olivia, and at 22, I was just 3 months away from marrying the love of my life, Michael. We were planning a simple, DIY wedding and reception at Michael's parents' sprawling barn and farm. It was going to be a beautiful, unpretentious affair, with Michael's family providing flowers, food, and decor, allowing us to focus on the joy of the day without breaking the bank. Everything was falling into place, or so I thought. My sister, Anna, 21, has severe autism. While she is verbal, much of her communication is through physical means, like sign language. Due to her social discomfort around family, she does speak, but her cognitive skills are significantly impaired. She struggles immensely with comprehending boundaries and lives with our parents, who are her primary caregivers. Last week, as the invitations went out, I made a difficult decision. I asked my parents not to bring Anna to the wedding. I braced myself, knowing this might mean they wouldn't come either, but I felt it was a necessary heads-up. Why exclude Anna from such a significant family event? It came down to her unsettling behavior around Michael. Whenever we were at my parents' house, Anna would persistently try to grab Michael's hands, lean in to kiss him, or throw severe shutdowns if she wasn't allowed to be right next to him. We'd tried to talk to her, but her understanding is limited, and progress felt impossible. I just wanted one day, my wedding day, for Michael to be my partner, not Anna's comfort person. My parents' reaction was swift and sharp. They called me selfish, demanding to know how I could possibly expect them to agree to such a thing. Anna is disabled, they argued, their voices laced with accusation. She may never experience a wedding of her own. While you have Michael for probably the rest of your lives, she'll have no one. You and Michael can be a little more understanding of the reality of her life. Their words hit me hard, twisting in my gut. I felt like a total ass, questioning everything. This reveals my parents' greatest fatal flaw, their complete denial of Anna's problematic behavior, driven by a misguided sense of pity that ultimately made them unable to set appropriate boundaries. The next call from my parents was an even bigger blow. They informed me they wouldn't be coming to the wedding and, furthermore, it was best I not bring Michael around anymore because I had chosen some man over my sister. They even tried to normalize Anna's actions, claiming her desire to kiss and hug Michael was normal for a woman her age and that she doesn't understand what her feelings mean. I suggested they try to redirect Anna during the wedding, perhaps distracting her, but they scoffed. Michael is going to be family to her, they insisted, and he needs to get over it. When I offered a compromise, suggesting they watch the wedding via webcast, they declared it unfair, stating they deserved to see things in person. In a final attempt to find a solution, I even offered to pay for a professional caregiver with proper credentials to watch Anna that day, allowing them to attend worry-free. Their response was a cruel jab. What would you do when we died? Would you pawn her off every time? It was at that moment, standing my ground, that I dropped what I called an unfortunate truth bomb. I don't want to put any more of my life aside for Anna anymore, I stated, my voice steady despite the tremor in my hands. I did it up until I turned 18. Anna is not my life's responsibility, and I won't be her keeper. I assured them I would always contribute financially to her care, but then I voiced my deeper fear. If Anna was comfortable doing this to Michael, what would she do if I ever had children? My parents reacted with outrage, calling me sick for suggesting she'd do anything to my future children, and hung up. Shortly after, a lengthy text arrived. It simply told me not to contact them until I could do the right thing. So, here we are. One commenter, much prefer pets, articulated the core of my feelings perfectly. Your partner deserves to not be sexually harassed every day, but especially on his wedding day. It doesn't matter if she doesn't understand, she still can't do it. If your family won't prevent her from doing things, then she isn't allowed in those situations. This isn't about hating Anna, it's about protecting Michael and my future. As Massive Emergency 42 pointed out, neither is poor Anna, it's your parents. They told on themselves, because it sounds like they expect you to share your spouse with her to make her life more fair somehow. It really sounds like they've been secretly encouraging and supporting this behavior. The moral of this story is that setting boundaries, even with family, is essential for your well-being and the health of your relationships. It might be incredibly painful, but sometimes, the people who claim to love you most are the ones holding you back. What would you have done in my shoes?